Hello, my name is Melo Barajas. I am studying English language teaching at UPES Group 301. And I will talk about the topics that were covered in the last unit in classroom management subject. Well, so here we have the first topic, that is classroom interaction, that refers to the teacher and learners interaction, but also amongst the learners within the classroom. Okay, well, so while I was reading the text that talk about this topic, I found that it could be two different types of interaction, one that is observable and the other one that is unobservable. So, for example, what I understand that observable interaction is when the students are working in groups, they are doing some teamwork, and so they interact to each other, discussing the topic or planning the activities, for example. And also when the teacher is monitoring them, the teacher is walking around the classroom and giving them some feedback, or some positive comments, or maybe some corrections. Yes, so this is what I think is the observable interaction. And by the other hand, the unobservable interaction is when so many factors that, like the different learning styles, and the psychological state of the students. So that's what I understand about this topic. And well, so here we have the second point, that is classroom management. And for me, this is a very, very interesting topic, because I think that I never know enough about this, and I need to be update with this topic. Well, so motivation, constraints, and teacher's role are the three main aspects of this topic, the classroom management. Well, so what can I say about this motivation? So it's when the teacher provides the correct atmosphere or the correct environment for the students to they acquire their knowledge properly. Okay, so I think that the teacher have to give their students that kind of things. Okay, well, so because in language teaching, this aspect, the motivation is very important, because language is a skill, and as a skill, it has to be applied, not only stored in the head of the student or observed by a distance. Okay, that is a difference between other subjects than language the language teaching. Well, so a teacher can encourage motivation for the students in two different ways: the extrinsic and the intrinsic motivation. Well, so the extrinsic motivation is any stimulus that the students receive from the outside. Yes, and by the other hand, the intrinsic motivation is refers to those stimulus that come to the inside, when the students, well, I think so, that is when the students enjoy doing the activities, or they want to do it. Yes, that motivation that come to inside them, the desire to do it. not for obligation. Well, so that this for the motivation aspect. Well, so here comes the constraints, and it's well known that we as a teacher have to face a lot of constraints in the schools. So, for given some of the examples, what kind of constraints we have to face at this profession is the for example the large classes when we work at the public schools, not enough materials like the for example the books, the photocopies or the flashcards, all the materials that you need to present your class. And the other kind of resources like the sound equipment to play some music or play some conversation to develop the listening skills in some students, or the projector, when we have to project some for short stories, for example, and we can do that because we don't have the resource. So that is a constraint for the teacher. But I think that we as a teacher always, or almost the most of the times, we found a way to solve the problems. For example, if I don't have the sound equipment to present a conversation, for example, I choose two volunteers who wants to participate, and I role play the conversation with them. Okay, for example, or if it's a song that we have to sing in the classroom, I sing it by myself. Yes, I sing it by myself. And if I can use the projector because we don't have it in the classroom, so maybe I can present the story, showing them some visuals, or writing or drawing and writing also in the board. Okay. Well, so it's continue with this aspect at the teacher's role. Here we have the teacher's role, and it's when I think as my personal point of view, is when the teacher becomes more than a teacher with their students. When you can be mother or father with them, or when you can be a counselor, or simply a friend. Yes, and get involved with them, with their backgrounds, and try to help them to make their learning meaningful. Okay. Well, the last topic that we have here is the cooperative learning, which is more than putting the students together and giving them something to do. Okay, this is, in fact, is to use the different types of techniques to involve all the students to participate, and encourage the mutual participation between them, and also the active participation of all of the members. Yes, that is what I understand about this topic, and this is a very brief summary about the topics, but I think that is all that I have to comment, and thank you for listening.